Alright, what's up everybody? Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to some more Dying Light number 2. Now, for today's walkthrough episode, I wanted to let you guys know in advance there's probably most likely not going to be any story missions, and instead this is just going to be me mostly talking while there's just Dying Light in the background. I've occasionally had episodes like this before with some of the walkthrough games that I've either mastered or basically did everything, because eventually after a while, if I truly want to do everything, given the fact of like what's going on usually in my life, I don't have time to do stuff unless I am doing the walkthrough. So I think I'm going to be more rather in this episode just talking about a lot of life and philosophical stuff, because there's just some stuff that I don't talk about because like either I think it's going to be boring or doesn't fit the episode or X, Y, and Z. But for those that just want to listen and that just listen to anything I say, even though there might not be many of you, I am just going to be talking about basically what my thoughts and opinions are on some stuff that showed up recently, and how I'm going to approach it, because you can always work with the truth and nothing but the truth. So, don't know who's necessarily going to tune into today's episode, but we'll just have to wait and see. But for those that find it, you will know. But let me just see if the episode is working right now. So I'm just going to see if everything's in sync. That's an easy way to just see if everything is in sync, is just snapping my fingers. So currently everything is in sync, so that is good. So phones, I'm not going to use the laptop anymore to watch the streams, because I can just do that on my phone. The phone's more accurate than the laptop is. The laptop, for some reason, always is slightly laggy, so I'll just periodically pop up in here. Now that I know it's in sync, I can just put this away for a while. So I got that, boom, 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 boom. So I think everything's all set. So let's talk. So for Dying Light, I know that this walkthrough has been going on extremely long, and I know that some of you guys are probably most likely wanting to move on. So, this is something that I want to propose. So, like I said, with like a given walkthrough, or just a thing in general, I understand that you guys have started to like me as a person and as a brand, and there is some people that will watch whatever I post. Not everybody, but some people will. And I understand that, and that's fine. I've come to terms with it. You can have it where you like something about somebody or just somebody in general, but not absolutely everything, because the person that's going to like everything that you do is you. I get that. But I try to make sure that I please everyone as much as I can, and I try to always make sure I get majority rule. But sometimes there is just a case where not everyone is going to like a thing I do, and there is only some things that I just simply like that I just simply want to post. Not always, but there usually is some overlap. So this is what I propose. So I am still going to play Dying Light 2's main story, because I only have one more main story mission left for the default campaign. And if any other side quests show up, I will do them, because I think I've done all of them unless we get to discover one, because I don't see any question marks or exclamation points anymore that relate to the story, as far as I'm aware. And I already asked you guys if you want to see the DLC, and I said a majority rule happens, I'll do that, which I think that that's the case. I don't know if the Dying Light DLC that's coming out this September is going to be on par with like the following, where it's a full-fledged campaign, or if it's just going to be like some of the other filler ones, because Dying Light 1 had a lot of filler stuff, even over the 7 years that I was still getting updates. So this is what I want to propose, is that I'll do the default story, and I'll even do the first DLC. Although, be it is that since a lot of people are kind of getting a little bit bored of this game and do want to move on, I can just tell based off the dwindling viewership, and that's fine because of the way that I timed this game. I joined, like, right as Dying Light 2 was getting started, so there was a little bit of overlap and some hype, but now people are not nostalgic enough nor excited enough for this game where they, I guess, want to actively see it. Regardless of what I'm doing in the game, at least that's what I've noticed. So what I'm thinking about doing is the main story and the side quests, and then the DLC, and I'll move on. And I'm not worried about trying to master the game and complete all the achievements and all the grindable collectibles, because I realize that that's usually just only a thing for me. Now, like I said, there's a few exceptions with certain games, and sometimes I'll probably just do certain things anyway. Like, for example, if I have extra free time, I might end up doing more. If I have it where you guys ask for seeing certain grinding parts of a game, I might do more. Or if I just am in the particular mood just to do it myself. So, I think what it is that from now on, and I said this a few weeks ago, I think with any given walkthrough game, I'm just going to do guaranteed the default story and the side quests, and then the DLC, the grinding part of the game, like for, like, you know, making my character stronger, and all that stuff. That is going to be subjective and never a guarantee. Just because I think that it just depends on what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see it, I want to do it, I will put it in. But if it's just something like, let's for example, I want to do, I think what I'll do is I'll genuinely either do it off camera or just only do it if I need to, like, have, like, let's say the way the timing works for something. And if you guys want to see it, but I don't want to do it, I might just give it a try and we'll go from there. But, basically, in other words, long story short, as I'm saying, I'm winging it. I know I'm sounding indecisive right now, but that's just because right now, currently in main events, the way that things stand, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the foreseeable future, and the reason why I say this is because, basically for some stuff that I can't disclose at the moment. I know that sucks because you guys want to know, so it would relate to your understanding. But basically, long story short, right now, I think I can at least say this, and you probably can put two and two together, but right now I currently am not working. I don't have my job right now. I left for a reason that I will not disclose, and probably not disclose for a great while. So right now I'm currently unemployed, and that's probably the main reason why you notice that I've been scheduling my streams at random times and yada 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 yada. There's just some stuff I just can't publicly disclose because it would just be... There's gotta be a time and a place to do some stuff, and I can't just explain everything always the moment that it happens. So I'll just say that. So right now I currently don't have a job, and that's fine. But like I said, I'm not going to explain why, because it's something that I can't right now, nor do I want to. So when it comes to my free time, I have a lot of, I guess you could say, free time on my hands, but I need to make sure how I'm using that free time. I go back to school actually as early as tomorrow, so I'm also going to be going back to school, and I won't have just a whole bunch of free time on my hands. Right now I've had free time because I don't have work or school. But, yeah, basically this is the way I'm looking at things, is that as early as tomorrow I go back to school, but I only have 2 semesters left before I'm just flat out done with school, because I don't plan on doing any school past an associate's degree. So I have this semester left, and then I graduate in the spring, which will be in May. And then, right now, I don't know what the future is for any current source of income or jobs for myself. I'm not saying you guys have to feel bad for me and pity me and only donate because you know I don't have a job right now. I'm not saying that. But any donations are definitely appreciated. But yeah, like I'm basically saying is that I just really kind of am winging things right now. As an adult, nobody ever really, like, it truly expects how to handle things. And I have a general idea of what I'm trying to do for, you know, how I want to approach this right now. But as an adult, you kind of have to make up those decisions on your own, and nobody really can, I guess, give you the best advice other than yourself. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do, and all I'll just ask is that you guys bear with me, because I don't always know what to do. And just be patient, where if I, like, for example, have to cancel a stream, or if I have a stream at a weird time outside the normal time, or, like, let's say I play a certain game because I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to watch and I want to play. A lot of things are up in the air right now, and I just hope you guys understand that even if I don't disclose it, I have just some stuff that is a priority, and it takes away from stuff, and I'm only just trying to do my best to adapt around these random changes that just happen out of nowhere, that's all. Hey Jay, and hey Danny, what's up? And then we also got a brand new viewer, which is Potato says, howdy, I'm Potato. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, sorry that I didn't reply to you guys right away. I didn't look at chat because I was just talking about some important stuff. You probably have been listening already a decent amount, although I don't know how many of you joined and when you did join. But, yeah, basically, long story short, guys, I'll just brush over it again for those of you guys that just joined, although I'm not going to do this more than just the once unless people ask me, because I could keep restarting over and over and over again because people join at different times. But basically, long story short, basically what I was saying is that right now, currently, the reason why that schedules for the stream and the YouTube videos have been kind of all over the place lately is because right now, at this current moment in time, I don't have my job anymore. I left. I didn't get fired. Don't worry. It's not like something bad, per se, happened on that end or anything. I'm on good terms with a majority of the people there. and I'm not going to publicly disclose why exactly I left. It was my own choice, and it wasn't something forced upon me. I know that sounds kind of abrupt for how positively I talked about the job, but like I said, the reason I cannot disclose at this current moment in time, nor do I want to, because I don't know how to properly say what I want to say. I'm still very much trying to figure that out. And even though I'm very open to discussing a lot of stuff with you guys, I can never properly always disclose everything, especially in the moment that it happens, because there's just some stuff that will truly only be understandable for either people truly close in my life, like family and friends, or even just myself. And even right now, for myself, I still don't fully know what's going on. See, that's the thing, is that as an adult, they don't really properly tell you these things on how to approach certain situations in school and in life. People tell you how to do X, Y, and Z, but they don't tell you how to do specifically X more rather than Z, if that makes any sense. There's just certain things I wish people would help me out more on, but since they don't, I just have to figure it out trial and error by myself. And when I do figure that out, maybe in due time I'll discuss it more, but I don't want to address something about, even though I want to, because I want to be truthful and nothing but honest with you guys. But if I don't know how to approach it, I feel like I should wait and not say anything yet. That's just me. I do apologize for the dogs barking. So as for the walkthrough games and the story games, it's also made where that my schedule has not been... The dogs bark at the worst time. I'm sorry. It's little things like that that I hope you guys understand. I don't know if you guys can hear the dogs as loudly as I can, given the fact that they're right in my house. But I mean, I literally was just talking about things like this, for example, where I was just being like, if anything random comes up, I just hope you guys work with me and understand that nothing's ever going to be perfect. I'm just feeling kind of, I guess, in a vulnerable space right now, because a lot of stuff is unsure at the moment, and little things like that's not helping. I love my dogs, but I need to, like, drive a certain point home, and then they're barking their ass off. But yeah, for school, I'm going to go back to school as early as tomorrow, but I do graduate in spring of 2023 because I took my time with my associate's degree, and I don't have plans to get anything more than associate's degree, so I need to find a new job, or I need to at least find a certain way to make income. I'm not necessarily saying that, you know, a particular thing is going to happen, because I'm just generally unsure in both directions. I plan to end up having a good few semesters and graduating with my associate's degree, and then, you know, be done with school, but who knows if I will continue to further my education. And with a job, I don't know if I would go back to my old job. I think I burned that bridge with what happened recently. Like I said, it's nothing particularly something you have to worry about. It's not like I got fired. I left on my own accord, but I left for reasons that I personally don't want to talk about right now. But basically, yeah, I think that currently I'm just looking for a job that would fit best for me, or just income that would work best for me. So I would never end up begging you guys for money, but I was just going to say is that any donations are definitely very appreciated, because right now I got no income. But like I said, don't feel bad for me. That's not the intent of this video. I'm just being as truthful as I can be with the stuff I'm comfortable talking about. So yeah, school and work are like that. I also have got some family stuff right now going on, where this I feel like I'm allowed to talk about, because I think I've talked about this occasionally for a while, or you guys have just had the general idea. My grandfather, my dad's dad, and in fact my dad's mom, just all my grandparents in general, because my family is the youngest of the youngest. I mean, I'm the middle child, but like basically my parents on both ends, my mom and dad, are both the youngest of the youngest, and so we have to take care of a lot of things with our their parents, my grandparents, because they're kind of on their way out. So it's a mixture of, I don't have a job right now, I have to go back to school, and my grandparents are on the way out. So it's a mixture of a lot of things, and it's just hard to explain how you feel when you don't know how to feel, because you don't have the label for it yet. So all I'll just ask is for little things like if I stream at a certain time that's out of the norm, or if I make a video that's not the ideal length, like if it's less than 8 minutes, because that's all I had the time for, just please understand that there's a lot of undetermined stuff right now that I'm just juggling, and it makes it where that I just hope you guys understand if I don't get everything perfect exactly all the time. But that's basically my idea on that. And then for the walkthrough games, which I was trying to talk about that earlier, but then I got more realistic and less about the video game. But basically for the game here, like I said, I'll continue to do the main story of Dying Light, any side quests that pop up, and that's just going to be the case for video games walkthrough-wise going forward. I'll at least at the very minimum try to do the main story and the side quests, because that's the default game, because DLC is not always guaranteed to be free, sometimes paid for. But after that point, if like let's say that you guys are not digging the game, or I'm not digging the game, or just random circumstances happen, I'm never going to necessarily promise doing all the DLC of something, or just the all of a game in general, like collectibles or side quests or all this stuff, because sometimes that's just boring. You guys don't want to see that. I can tell by the viewership. Not always. There is some games where you will let me complete all that stuff, like Spider-Man or Ghost of Tsushima or whatever games I've done before in the past. And I understand there's not always going to be a certain amount of overlap where the game that I always want to play is the game that you guys always want to watch, because the only person that's going to truly like everything that I like is me, and I get that. But I do try to find a perfect balance of the two. But yeah, I was gonna say sometimes there might be just a game that only I want to play, or a game that only you guys want to watch that I don't want to play. So I think going forward, I'll do the bare minimum of the base story and the side quests, because that's only fair. Because if you guys ever recommend a game, then I could be like, oh well, I only just have to play the bare minimum. If I, like, for example, don't like it, because I do want you guys to encourage me to try new things. And if I try a game, like let's say you guys don't like it, same logic there, but just vice versa of who's recommending the game. But if there's overlap and you guys want to play a game, or want me to play a game and I do, then I'll try to do everything in that game for as amount of its worth until I guess either the hype dies down, or I'll just do stuff on my own. Because I always can do stuff on my own. Although I always say I'm going to do stuff on my own, and I usually never do, because I only have so much time in a day. Because balancing work, school, and a personal life. Because I don't want to always play video games, nor do I also want to play always a certain type of video game. There's other video games I would much rather grind, and there's just other stuff I much rather would do. It's not always about video games for me. I know I look like the stereotypical, like, virgin or whatever, but I promise you I have a life outside of games. But I want to do things like work out and stay healthy. I want to hang out with friends and family, and I got some other stuff on my mind that's not just about, like, trying to get a skin in a zombie game, you know? So yeah, I could have said that much better, but I'm not going to bully myself about how I said it, because like I said, I am just winging at the end of the day. But if you have any questions, you can always feel free to ask me. If you would like me to elaborate more, I'll try. But that's basically like my 2 cents. It's a mixture of just undecided stuff right now, and me just trying to make sure that I do the best by myself, to do right by me, and the right by the people I care about, which also does include you guys. Although you guys would more rather understand the walkthrough games rather than, I guess, the other stuff, because I usually don't talk about it with you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hold on one sec. I have to make sure my dog stops barking because it gets annoying fast. Yeah, so right now, for Dying Light, for this game, if a side quest pops up, which I think one did, like, down here or something, because I saw an exclamation point, yeah, it is, we can do those. But right now, I'm just grinding the base game and doing things like getting collectibles and ranking up Aiden. Here. Yeah, exactly. The dogs are like woof 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 woof. You guys have seen my dogs, or at least a majority of I think you have. On the stream side, not necessarily the YouTube side. I've had my dogs since 2015. I love them to death, but they are quite loud. There's an inhibitor down here. Oh, no. God. Am I not allowed to kill a howler? Like, do they always set the alarm off regardless if I kill them? Oh shit, that was 3 of them. Let's go. Zambi. Here. Let's get this area to be safe and then go sleep. It's funny, I like how I can just go to sleep and trust that that thing will not turn off in the middle of the night. And I'm completely exposed to the zombies. Alright, get your seizure over with, Aiden. Morning seizure! I keep forgetting that I switched back the survivor sense to Q and not Z. Because I was trying to do that hoverboard challenge. Which, by the way, I don't think I'm doing that hoverboard challenge again, because that's just not worth it. I did the bare minimum. I technically did do it legit, I'll have you know, if you didn't check out the last stream. Like, I did actually do the bare minimum. I did do the bronze medal. But I do realize that the only way you were able to get the hoverboard, even though Techland didn't explain it properly, because I guess it was implied that you couldn't. But you were not allowed to keep the hoverboard. There's just not a slot in the game for a Night Runner tool. You were only supposed to use it just for fun. So technically keeping it afterward is a glitch and nothing but a glitch. But I did at least do the bare minimum and complete it with a bronze. And then as for like Tolga and Fatine, I don't think that there's an Easter egg past that. I don't think you ever get to meet them or anything. So I was kind of doing that challenge expecting a certain thing to happen, but nothing ever became of it. So technically, since I know that nothing else happens in that mission, and I also got the bare minimum of a bronze, realize I can't keep the hoverboard, I don't really need to do anything with that challenge anymore. Oh, fuck, come on, Aiden. Hey, Vader, what's up, homie? I will say this, though, is I think you guys will like the other walkthrough games that I do indeed have in mind for this game. Well, not this game, this channel. Like, I actually have other stuff in mind that I want to do. There's certain games that I think you guys will just get a kick out of just seeing, just because they're just, I guess, certain games that you guys would prefer. Can I, trying to see if I can get up top here, because there's a satellite that I've reached before, but now I want to get that, safe zone. In fact, actually, if is that the safe zone that's bugged where I can't turn it on? This is strangely quiet. Like, the music was all intense and, like, crazy, and then I go into that hospital and it's just, like, emo everywhere. Well, I would like to see you playing a survival game like DayZ. Like DayZ specifically? Or just a survival game like DayZ. Because if it's specifically DayZ, I can put it on the backlog of games that I intend to play one day. I have about like 10 games that I intend to get around to making a walkthrough on as either a request by somebody or as a game that I think you guys would just like. There's gotta be a way to get up this damn building. Oh, I forgot that I have that shift ability now with the paraglider, so I can use that to get up to places where I didn't before. That would help me get up these buildings. Let me try to use this one area where there's an air draft. Ha. Oh. That was funny, even the music ended as abruptly as my reaction. And there it goes, now picked up again. That was weird, the music ended and started like I did a YouTube video. Like where I have a cut. Okay, I have tons of stamina, so I should be able to scour this building like no problem. Or I will have a problem. Oh, so the generator was here, I just never repaired it. Well, now I got it. And it does work. Here, let me sleep. Maybe the thing will become green. Does this become green now? Yes, finally, it's become green. Okay, so now this safe zone is mine. Good. Well, where else can I grind a particular thing? I want to rank up Aiden, as you guys know. I don't think anything happens if I go to these particular landmarks. There is a couple of question marks still down that way and this way. Definitely could try doing one or the other. Oh, the Dragon Ball skin was a challenge. It wasn't just a thing you bought. So they actually got it for, like, free. Nice. Or did you have it where it was a challenge? It's just that you bought the skin, then you had to, like, upgrade it or something. Definitely nice that you did that. It's so many people have earned that skin. It's ridiculous. I had no idea that many of you guys were Dragon Ball fans. I thought it was like basically Gogeta and that was it. Make sure if you do buy it though, you use my supporter creator code. I would definitely appreciate it. And subscribe to my OnlyFans. And give me your firstborn child and sell me your soul. Wait, what? And just for the sake of the fact that I have to re-upload this to YouTube video later, then I have to also do the disclosure, which, by the way, Epic is a sponsor of mine, so they do help me out. I know that you guys know that, but I have to say that for the algorithm because this is going to be uploaded to YouTube later. You have to disclose that every single video. The development center. So this is another one of those viral areas, or those volatile areas. It's one of these tent things. I thought we found all of these. I guess not. Well, here, let me activate this safe room, so that way, I guess we're just right here. Excuse me, renegades. We'll make it so that way we have a safe room for when we want to grind that GRE zone in a minute. Boop. Boop. Zombies. Oh, renegades. I don't have, wait, well, I don't have only the V-Bucks, sadly, but if I do, I'll probably buy Vegeta. You're good. Not a worry. You don't want to fuck with Aiden. Bitch. Okay, so how do I get in here? I gotta climb the building, I would presume, right? I feel like I've almost got all the inhibitors in this game, because even if there's secret ones, I think that Aiden can only go up to, like, level 20 for stamina and HP. I don't think it would go any further. I thought that I did something weird with the game. I didn't expect that they were going to do multiple generator things. So yeah, multiple generator, yada yada yada. I remember these. So now I just gotta find the generators thing. It's locked from the inside. It's really fucking dark in here. So guys, what have you been doing lately? I'm just curious. Oh, this is underwater. Okay, well, let me grab this cable. Wait, which number is this? This connects to either B or A. 1? But I connected to this? I feel like if I connect it to this one, actually, this is what I want, because it opens up the doors. Okay, this doesn't reach. What if I did this? Hit the button. I can take this out then, right? Okay, yeah, I just have to use it temporarily over there. Am I sure I'm not allowed to use it over here? No, I can. It's just that I went around the long way. And I would only presume after that I just connect it to the default one. Yeah, I know, right? Fixing a sleep schedule. Dude, I woke up at, like... I've been waking up at 1 the last couple of weeks. I really need to actually wake up at, like, at least noon like I was doing. Preferably, like, AM, like, 11 or 10. I don't do it, though, which is unfortunate. It's just that lately, I've been filming things with, like, Glabursko, for example, and Glabursko always is ready to film at either, like, my 1 p.m. or my 1 a.m., and I normally like to film and record at, like, my 9 p.m. or something. But, that's just not when he's available, so either I gotta start recording by myself to do things, or, I have to not always record the exact same time every day of the week. So I feel you. Oh, yeah, one of the things that probably would help is if I open up these doors. Get this inhibitor. Am I allowed to open this one? No power, shit. I found another one of the cables. Do I connect it to this generator? I think I do. And then open the door. And then I can open this. Okay, now I'm good down here. So now, gotta go back down here again and redirect it another time. Hi, Glabursko. Okay, and then immediately there's another one of these. Perfect. Now this has enough slack, I feel like I can bring this down here. At least I think I can. Oh, that's a lockpick. Nope. Okay, back underwater. What's up, by the way, Glabursko? By the way, guys, let me just know how your day's going in general, because, technically I was, only talking about what's going on in my life, but I also wanted to hear what's going on in your guys' life. Just feel free to let me know. Shit, this has got no power. Oh, so because I wrapped this around the damn generator, won't let me move now. Let me take this out again for a second. If I put this in here, can I open the doors? No, I still can't. Shit. No, I have not, because I don't open up my DMs first thing in the morning, Glabersko. I have yet to check them. I usually check them in the afternoon or the evening time. This particular warehouse is just hard to figure out where I need to go. I'm going to look it up. Which warehouse is this? St. Paul Electrical Station. I want to figure out what I gotta do here, because this is getting on my nerves. I don't like how that I have to actually work to get this thing solved. This is actually very convenient now that I actually have my phone this time. Okay, let me see what exactly that this guy does. You're good. Okay, so he takes... Because here's the thing, I've already done some of the puzzles, I know that. So I'm curious to see what he does now. So yeah, he opens up the door. I know that he did that. Then you open up the top door. I already know he did that. I know this sounds weird, but I'm just trying to describe what I'm watching as it's on my phone. So then the guy... Oh, he does connect the bomb to the middle. Wait, no, he changes his mind. He has to go to the one right door that I also opened, which he does. So he did that. And I gotta assume I have to backtrack all the way down below, because when I went to that one really far underwater area, there was a ton and a ton of doors that I had to get around to. Now he's swimming back down here. Oh, he can just flat out open the door that way? Oh, wait, hold up. Here, give me this. So he plugs this in. And then he runs downstairs. I never hit this button, I'm surprised. So how was I supposed to know that this one would give me power? I guess I should have read the letters associated with, but I thought this one was locked. Okay, well at least I got it open now. Okay. So that was good. Alright, so then what do you do next? You found the inhibitor box, which I found earlier. Alright, then he goes back to the middle, takes the power cable again one more time. And then he does legitimately connect it to the middle, I think. And then he goes downstairs again. He decides to start looking for the one other set of pathways. So let me take this out. And then I'm going to reconnect this over here to the middle. I'm just mimicking what this guy does. Thank God for the internet, right? Okay, so run downstairs. Start mimicking what he does down here. He opens up a C-block door? There's a C-block door. Okay, I already did that. Just gonna pause and see what he's doing, because I don't want to drown trying to wait. Okay, and then after C block, he goes upstairs where the C cable is. So I'm gonna go grab that. Which I think is up here. Oh, this is the 3 cable. Crap, I'm back to the middle again. Can't go down here either. Oh, I could have hit this the entire time also. Aiden. Oh, God, I hate the fact that he's getting stuck. Okay, so here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. And Aiden's literally stuck. I had to grappling hook just to get out. Okay, so he takes the cable, and then he goes downstairs in the water, and he connects it to the bottom piece, which I did. Oh, and there's another button down there? There's two different C buttons. Like C doors. Which then takes him to the 3 door. Okay, and then there's the one exit that apparently I didn't do. Well, it's probably down near the C door because I just opened this, right? No, this is for loot. So I can't go this way even if I wanted to. And then there's this C door. And then I opened this. Okay, so I did open this. Never mind. I think after a certain period of time, it's just about redirecting them so that way they're actually all connected to something again. So then he goes out and just gets his breath back. Then he heads to the 3 cable, which I've not done anything with that yet, which is right behind me. And I figure, yeah, you would probably take it out and go out the door you just opened, right? That's my guess. Yeah, I figured it'd just be a straight shot. And then he goes to the upper right and connects it to 3. That's 2 out of 3 cables connected. So I was on the right track, ideally, at first. And then finally, he goes... He's got to connect number 2. So he goes under where door number 2 is. Makes a left. So number 2 is over here. I never opened this button either? Oh, I gotta redirect the power then. Take out the power cable for a sec. Thank you for your patience on this puzzle, by the way, chat. And just open the door. Reconnect it again. I've already gone this far, so might as well just fully commit to seeing the rest of the guide to see what he does to finish the thing. And he just goes underwater. Makes a downward right to the bodies. Okay. And there's probably going to be a switch down here, or a piece of wire. Then he goes right. And the this an exit door? No, but I see a wire, definitely, for sure. Aha. And open this up. And then I go get the wire and I bring it out. That's my guess. Actually, let me just double check. I don't want to lose track of where I am just to assume. So then he goes back to the middle. And then goes back down underneath. Oh, there was a 2 cable right next to him? All this work for a damn safe room, Jesus Christ. Alright, here's the 2 cable. And then open this. And then just connect it. Which would be over here. Oh, that's the angle at which I'm at. Come on. Barely reaches. That's it, though. Right? No, I still need to connect something. What am I missing to connect? He takes the 2 cable. Oh, I connected into the wrong door. Oops. I connected to the entrance of 3. My bad. Got mixed up in where I was supposed to go. There we go. Now I got it. My bad. Sorry, guys. And then the elevator's there. And I call the elevator and I just turn on the power. Then I'll unlock this. I don't care about the loot. Oh, wait. Oh, this can be assigned. What are the chances that... Here, I'm going to try something. I want to see something real quick. I had a weird feeling that since this was one of the only few structures left that lets me assign it to somebody, I thought I would assign it to the survivors and not the peacekeepers. Just in case it affects the main story. Because I have no idea, because I know that, I know that at the end of the day, that I probably already sealed my fate with the main story. Because we are on the last mission after all. But I am curious if any of the physical objects in the game do affect the story. Like, not necessarily like the side quests. I know the side quests are superfluous. And I know that at some points in the main game, they trigger giving the survivors and the peacekeepers certain items. And this one, it was only just me stumbling across it instead, rather than flat out like being a part of the main story. But I want to see if this affects the main story at all by me giving this to the survivors. Because maybe, like, I don't know, Lawan will like that. In fact, actually, it's now Survivor territory instead of the Renegades, which is pretty sweet. So maybe all these buildings do affect the game by who you give it to.